everyone, Petalisbless here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm coming on today to share with you how I made these two fall DIYs using the Xtool M1 laser cutting machine. Alright everyone, today's video is sponsored by Xtool. I have their M1 hybrid laser engraver cutting machine. You could laser cut wood, also engrave on wood, metal, tumblers, glass, plus it cuts vinyl and PU leather. So let's get into this box open and I'll show you all it comes with, and I put it together, show you how I made today's two DIYs. The inside of the box has pictures showing you a lot of things that it does. So we're just gonna open it up. And first thing on top, there is two cutting mats, a pink and a blue. And we have a Xtool rotary accessory kit. There's two of these boxes in there. Okay, the first one has some risers that you can rise your machine for when you're doing, I think it's when you're doing the tumblers. And I believe these are some accessories for the rotary. And here we have the rotary access, which is the R2 Pro. This is for engraving on tumblers and stuff. I will show you more about this machine. And here is the M1 out of the box. And it's not heavy. It's very light, you guys. It's very manageable to lift. So we're just going to open the lid and see what else is inside. Okay, so we have some more material inside. This little pamphlet telling us about the Xtool. And we have some more materials. So we have a dog tag here. We have some PU leather, some instructions on the M1, and I believe this is a sticker sheet, adhesive vinyl, and some wood. Okay, now we have the exhaust tube that goes on the back of the machine. And next we have these triangle pieces to help elevate the material off the bottom of the M1 to help airflow. And the other attachments to attach to the back to put on the exhaust hose. Then we have our power cords, our UBS cords, and all that good stuff to hook up at the back. And then we also have some blades to help with the cutting of vinyl and other materials. So we're taking out all the extra foam. And there's two more mats at the bottom of the machine, another pink and blue mat. So this is the inside of the M1. That is the where the cutting tool is, where the laser is. And inside there's lines to help guide you with your material. So that's the inside. And it comes with some protective plastic on the lid on the inside and outside, so we have to make sure and remove those. Now I have the premium material package, so it comes with extra stuff along with the R2 Pro, it was called, yes. So here it's showing you all the materials that comes inside and what their names are, what they're called. So of course we have a tote bag. It comes with more wood pieces, different kinds, as you can see here. It comes with colored glossy PVC sheets. Also comes with the transparent sheets and some craft paper. And here's another bag with some more goodies. So this is a card holder box that we can engrave. And it comes with lots of more dog tags in different shapes. And this is a phone holder. And we have some wood coasters and some stone coasters. And these are some metal cards. And then we have some more PU leather. And then we have some white sticker paper. This is laser marking colored paper. And then we have some wood tags. And then we have some heat transfer vinyl. Lots of colors. Silver is my favorite. But they have lots of colors in here. Then we have some self-adhesive vinyl. Again, lots of pretty colors. Okay, time to attach our exhaust tube. So I'm just going to attach this to the back, and it comes with the screws, and the screws are you just turn them. You don't need no tool to put them in, just your fingers. And you just screw them on. Okay, now I'm just going to attach the ring. So just press it and put it on. You can attach the ring the same time as the hose. I put the ring first, then now I'm applying the exhaust hose. It's an exhaust hose or an exhaust tube, whichever you want to call it, a hose or a tube, it's the same thing. And now I just open up the ring and pull it back over the tube to keep it secure onto the back. There we go. And then just take the rest of it out of the plastic bag and you'll put it going outside. So now I'm just going to attach the power cord and the UBS cord. It is Wi-Fi, or you could use your UBS cord. I'm going to use the UBS cord on mine. So it's all set up. And this is the on and off button right here. So now I'm just going to lay down the little triangle pieces that we got. Because it will help to elevate the project off the bottom. So while it's laser cutting, while the laser is cutting, there's airflow underneath. So here is the wood that I'm using, the 3mm. So I'm just going to place it on top of the little triangle sticks. Then we're just going to close the lid. And I'm going to go over to Xtool Laser Box software and download the software onto your computer. And once it connects with the UBS cord, it shows you the inside of your M1. So here's the piece of wood that I have in there. So I'm just going to go over and press their shapes. And I have this leaf here. I'll click on the leaf, and bring it over. And I'll make it a little bigger. You could use the sides to push it in, pull it out. You could also use the top part to do the sizes that you want. It's pretty much the same like Cricut Design Space. And then you can move it around to where you want to place it. You can also download your own images in this. And then you go over here and you click the material that you have, which is the 3mm plyboard. And we have it on the triangular prisms. Okay, so it calls those sticks triangular prisms. I stand corrected. Okay, we are going to do a cut. It asks as you score, engrave. I want to cut it. You see when I cut it, it changed the color. It changed it to purple. So I'm going to use the settings that they give us. So I press proceed, and then it goes here. I don't want to frame it, so I'm not going to click that. I just click start, which I'm sorry it doesn't show. And here it tells you to press the start button. So I'm going to go to the machine. I don't know why it's coming out of focus. And press start. So, I had to come back and start again, you guys. I was cutting the first one, as you can see here. It's not finished because my power went out. The whole strip of my street, the power went out. So it's a few hours later, the power's back on. So I'm starting again to cut the second one. OMG. Anyways, it's getting done. Alright, so now it's done. And I'm just going to take it out. Oh, it came right out. Doesn't that look nice? OMG. Using their settings, it cut very nice. You can change the settings and use your own. But their settings worked perfectly for me, so I'll just leave it at that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out some more, which I did. Here's another one. It's a little smaller. So I did 2 small ones and 2 bigger ones. And they turned out very nice. Okay, so now I am going to use some of their faux leather. So I take off the first part of the mat, and I'm going to put down my piece of leather and just spread it out. And there is also a sticky part on the bottom of these mats, so it won't move when it's inside of our cutting machine. And there's 2 lines in there to show you where to place the mat. So that's where I'm placing it. And and here is the cutting knives, cutting blades. Here is the cutting blades. So we just take it out and be careful because they are sharp. And I don't know why my camera is doing on focus today. I'm so sorry about that. But you just press down the top here and then just add your blade inside and the magnet will catch your blade. And then you just tighten it. So just a little part of your blade is sticking out. And then it just easily snaps right back in to this part here. There we go. So while we are using this part, the cutting tool, you don't need to vent. Only when you're using the laser, you have to have an exhaust out of the area that you're in. So now we go back into the Xtool space, and I'll be cutting more of our leaves because we're doing a fall decor. So we're just gonna measure up the leaves and do the sizes that we want and move it around to the space on the material. So now I'm going to change the material to the PU leather. And see, it has all the list of materials here. And you just choose the one that you're using, and it is a cut. And again, I'm going to use their measurements. I mean, their cutting requirements that they recommend. I'm not changing anything, and I press proceed. Again, it brings you to this one. Now we're going to press start. So here it is, cutting inside the machine. Remember I said when you're doing the leather, when you're doing vinyl, you don't need to use the vent. So I'm just going to peel it back. I peeled it back a little bit already because it looked like it wasn't cutting. It did, but it cut. Look at that. It looked like it wasn't cutting, but it did cut. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some more leaves out of this leather material. This faux leather material. And here we go. I cut some more leaves. Doesn't that look nice? Alright everyone, we're going to start DIY number 1. I have some of this black canvas board here from Dollar Tree. I was so happy when I saw it in black. You know, they always have them in white. It's the first time I'm seeing it in black, so I picked it up. And we have our leaves here, some in the faux leather and some in the wood. So I'm just going to use some E6000 and glue them to our canvas. So I'm just going to arrange them on the canvas. And now we're just going to use some E6000 and glue them down. I love how the wood leaves feel. They look and feel so nice. So now I'm going to add some of this gold cone bling, yeah, that I got from BB Craft. I'll be adding them to our leaves. I'll be using some E6000. And here is our finished look. I love how it turned out. A nice fall decor. I think it looks lovely. And all with the help of the Xtool M1 laser cutting machine. It was so easy to use. I love it. And if you're cutting vinyl or anything like that, you don't need to use the exhaust hose because it doesn't let off fumes when you're doing a cut, only if you're using the laser. I had it on my dining room table. I just put the hose out to the back door while I was using the laser, and it was so easy and simple. So leave me a comment down below and tell me what you think of our fall DIY number 1. Now for DIY number 2, again, our canvas board. And this time I cut a bigger leaf using the red faux leather. So I'm just gonna use the E6000 and glue it onto our canvas. So I'm just gonna go around the edges of our leaf to make sure it sticks down flat onto our canvas. And for this DIY, I'm using the silver cone bling from BB Craft. Again, using the E6000 to lay it down. And here's our finished look for DIY number 2. I think this one turned out lovely also. Alright everyone, like I mentioned before, the M1 can do lots of things, and I'll be doing more to show you what it can do. I can't wait to show you guys the RA2 Pro, how to engrave on the tumblers. OMG, I'm so looking forward to that. This video would be too long if I did everything in it, so I'm going to come back and show you a lot more. And remember, they have heat transfer vinyls too. They have adhesive vinyls. There's so much you can do with this machine. All in one. All in one. Don't have to switch from one place to the other. Just one place for your everyday DIY needs. I love it. I think it is so nice so far. And I'll be sharing all my ideas with you guys. And right now they have a sale going on. Yes, Xtool has a sale. I'm going to leave the link below so you can go over and check it out and see if you'd like to get one of these for yourself. I think it's a good investment, especially if you want to start a business or something like that. I think it's a great idea. Alright everyone, thank you so much for coming on and seeing my review today of the Xtool M1 engraver machine. And remember, as always, to stay blessed from Petalisbless, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye bye everyone.